Let's go on to the next category here, and that being objectives specified. They're not saying what amendments need to be proposed, but here are the goals. Now, with the objectives specified, I feel one of the best ways to understand how this works is comparing it to something maybe all of you have experienced. A few months ago, I received a letter from my credit card company informing me, based upon your credit score and spending history, your credit card has been given a new spending limit. Based upon that wording, can you tell me whether they are raising or lowering my credit limit? I have a credit limit now, I'm getting a new one. Is that one higher or lower? Don't know. It could be either, couldn't it? When you have an established limit and you're establishing a new one, they might be expanding or reducing my credit. In the same way, we have the Convention of States application, which sounds limiting until you understand it properly, and that is, here's exactly what it says. They want amendments that will impose fiscal restraints on the federal government. Do we have fiscal restraints in the Constitution already? Well, yes, Congress is only allowed to spend money on things that are enumerated. If we're imposing new fiscal restraints, will those fiscal restraints be higher or lower than our current levels? Does this limit the convention to only reducing? It doesn't, does it? They could set the new limits higher than the present limits. Going into the second section there, they want the amendments to limit the power and jurisdiction of the federal government. Now, doesn't the Constitution already do that? And so if we already have limits to the power and jurisdiction of the federal government, will these new limits be higher or lower? The convention, at their discretion, could go either way, couldn't they? This is not a limited convention that they're calling for. They claim it is. And then thirdly, limit the terms of office of officials and members of Congress. What limits? 5 years, 50 years? Could it be limiting or not limiting? Yes, it could. This is totally at the discretion of the convention. Now, those that are opposed to the Article 5 convention always point to, for example, the fear that the convention will run away and exceed their mandate. Is that a concern here? I would say no. I'm not worried about the convention running away because they've already been authorized to do anything they want to. You could expand federal power. The Convention of States leaves nowhere to run away to. They're calling for an open convention disguised as a limited one.